really strong, but you guys were able to seem to weather that storm and have a really strong second quarter. Just what was key to slowing them down and getting your offense going?
Yeah, we started getting stops. I think they had like 25 points in the second quarter, so a lot less than they had in the first. And then we were able to get stops. Our offense got rolling. We were able to play in transition. We were good.
And for you guys, it seemed like the pace was really to your benefit tonight. Just why is that so effective for you guys as a group?
We got a lot of guys that like to touch the paint. And to do so, you need space. In transition, there's no more. And nothing in the game has more space in transition. So myself, Lou, Josh, Bays when he's out there, guys that touch the paint in transition, it gives us easier looks. And then we get better looks, more baskets, we can set our defense, it just trickles effects for the rest of the game.
Shai, what's that feeling like when you've got a guy closing out to you off the catch? So often you're playing in pick and roll, but you had some plays this afternoon where you're on the catch and able to blow past guys or just get to what you want.
Yeah, it's easier to play like that. ISOing and driving from the top of the key is not always the easiest way and efficient. I'm okay at it, I like to say. But it's easier to play off the catch. You can do more things. And that's something that I've tried to work on and get better at. And I think it allows me to also play inside of our offense as well. So it's something that has been an emphasis.
The angles with which you shoot, I'm thinking about that baseline jumper over Randall. I mean, is that all improvised? Are you practicing those specific shots throughout the course of the summer?
That specific one, I don't know. But I've shot a lot of mid-range shots and three-point shots in the summertime. I work on my jumper a lot. And then the rest is just instincts take over. And I try to shoot every shot the same way, no matter what shot it is. So that kind of helps.
Shai, Josh has talked about trying to refine his rhythm and getting off to a kind of a slow start, especially after that injury he had. Played really well tonight, though. What would you see from him?
Yeah, he was himself tonight. He was aggressive. He was downhill. Kept us afloat in the first quarter, for sure. He was really good. He came out right out the gates really well. I think he likes playing here.
Yeah, and you had 21 there in the third quarter alone. Talk us through just how you were feeling in the third, and also, speaking of playing here, just doing that on this big stage.
Yeah, I try to just get lost in the game and not kind of worry about where I am, what's going on. I try to just compete on both ends of the floor, give the game my all, and see where that takes me. But there's for sure something about this arena that's funner to play in. But it was fun tonight.
Shai, you're one of the master manipulators of pace in the league. When the game is this fast-paced, how does it affect you personally?
I like it. Gives me more space to play. I can go downhill, find open shooters. It's fun. Now, I wouldn't go that fast the whole game. Be a little bit tired, but I like when it's fast.
I also asked Coach whether he thinks you're in the upper echelon of guards in the league. He said it's not his place to answer. I saw today you're only behind Luka and Steph in 30-point games this season. How do you fare? How do you think you fare amongst the best guards in the league now?
It's a good question. I think I'm a pretty good basketball player. Now rankings and stuff, I'm not too sure. I try to just focus between our four walls, get better every day, keep my head down, and try to be the best player I can be for this team. And rankings and all that stuff, I leave it to the media.
What's gone into your defensive approach this year?
Just want to, and then a little bit of conditioning. That's one of the places I want to take another step. I want to be reliable on both ends of the ball. The best players in the NBA are reliable on both ends of the ball, for sure. And ultimately, that's what I want to be. So it's something that I had to do, want to do, put emphasis on it.
Was that even something you had to talk about with the team? Just because Mark said before the game that you're a guy that gets up and just kind of motivates himself. Like, was this even something that needed to be discussed at exit meetings last year, or something you just put the onus on yourself to do that?
Yeah, I've kind of put the onus on myself. Like I said, I want to be a certain caliber of player, and to do so, you have to do that, and it just comes with it. And whatever it takes, I want it to do.
say guys were close to 150 points tonight, 145, I believe. It's just kind of shows the capability of how good this offense can be.
Absolutely. When we're playing fast, we're playing ahead of the defense, and we're playing together. I think we're pretty good. We get a lot of good looks, and the better the looks, the more points you score. So I think that's when we're at our best.
The blocks and the steals on your part have been sort of the things that have jumped off the score sheet, but Mike Muscala said that your work, kind of fight through screens, getting around them, getting back in front, has been a huge factor in the overall team defense this year as well. What have your thoughts been about just the play after play work that you've done in terms of that?
Yeah, obviously the NBA is pick and roll heavy, so a lot of possessions is pick and roll defense. But that just goes back to my point of the player I want to be, you have to do those things. And we got one of the best players in the league at doing it in Lou Dort, so he kind of sets the tone for that. And he's over there doing it. I can't have him yell at me for not doing it, so I got to do it.
Shai, this year you picked up the nickname Him. After the game, Chet, on his Instagram story, posted a picture of you and Josh that said Him 1 and Him 2. Any thoughts on that?
That's funny. Chet's a clown. Yeah, that's funny. I'm going to get Chet back when he starts playing.
You obviously go way back with RJ. When you end up matched up with him for parts of the game guarding him, like, do you relish that kind of competition with him? Like, how do you sort of approach the matchup?
Yeah, it's always fun. Seeing guys you grew up with, grew around, make it this far, it's always fun. He's obviously a heck of a player, young player. We both have fun in those matchups. Hopefully we do them for a long time.
Anybody else? Thanks, Shai.
Sweet.
Thanks, Shai.
You're welcome.